Hello, I'm back. I thought for these journal things I would do 5 minutes, but I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't like putting limitations on myself, so I'm not gonna do that. Hold on, let me turn off this thing. Life is still changing, and that's inherently an exciting thing. I went to therapy for, I'm kind of was always on and off with, I went when I was like 16 or 15 I think, or 16 maybe, and I hated it. And then I went last quarter here at SCAD, and I hated it. I don't know, there's something about this lady. Maybe it was just like I came to a boiling point with my personal situation where I was denying my reality so much that it was really killing me inside. And that this woman that knows nothing and that this is her job, I can just tell her exactly how I feel. That is just how I feel, and I don't have to feel bad for that. And there's no repercussions other than how I react to it myself. It was kind of so liberating, and it's hard dealing with consequences. I kind of felt attacked by something that she said, but attacked in a kind of good way and a kind of startled way. She kind of asked me something that along the lines of like, what age does this, I don't even remember, it was something along the lines of like, what age does this person who feels abandoned, who feels wrong, who feels like messed up, what age do they feel? And I was like 14 or 15. She kind of kept telling me that like, oh, you gotta like, basically it was like an underhanded way to be like, you need to grow up. Because I even said that I feel like a child still. And my mentality is very childish, and I haven't been an adult, and I haven't been responsible, and I haven't been a lot of these things that I'm afraid to grow up, and I'm afraid to make big choices and to say that this is what I need and stick with it, because the world is scary, and right now I'm afraid to be on my own, and I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't know what to make, I don't know what to be, I don't know where I am, who I am, what I like, but I guess those are all things that I can find within time. I gotta stop trying to force myself to be something that I'm not, and I gotta start accepting reality for what it is. And I have to understand what control is, what poise is, what will and morals, and I understand these things intellectually, I understand, but I haven't been practicing them in my actual life. I've been acting confusing to people. I haven't been present emotionally. I've been a shell of what I always want to be. And I wonder if I'm gonna look back on this video and realize that some 4, 5, 6 years, look back at my 20-year-old self on camera, go, wow, can't believe I freaking felt that way. That's so silly. It's so trivial. These careless, irresponsible, this is what you think that life was. This is what you think that love is. This is what you think that relationships are like, or aren't like, or you think that this is what you know that you want. This is what you think that you don't want. This is what you think that you need or want, and you're so wrong. And I'm ready for that. I'm so ready for that. I'm so ready. I'm tired. I am tired. Yes, I'm tired. I'm tired of being this Brody. I'm Brody. Brody has always been in flux, and Brody has always been willing to change his mind. Brody definitely isn't complacent. He likes to be challenged. He likes the world. Brody goes to a different country by himself for 11 days and doesn't even think about the fact that he's doing this. People have told me that they would never be able to do that, and they might die that way. And to me, it was like, whatever. I'm scared in different ways, that's for sure. I scare myself, but I sure as hell know that Brody can look at this camera right now and stare through the digital pixels in a screen into this edited version, cut out all the ums and uncertainty, the pauses, the breaks in my mind. Can look at this other side of the screen, and the Brody that is editing this is a different Brody that is recording this. It's also a different Brody that is seeing this in 20 days, 21 days, 22 days, 23 days, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Brody with children, Brody with a job, Brody with new art and new things that he's created, and new connections and new experiences and new memories. And I just don't want that Brody to not care. I don't want that Brody to hurt the way that this Brody's hurting now. And I don't have to feel this way. And I feel the tension slowly easing away from me, slowly easing away from my chest when I take life how it is. A puppy. I don't even know what Brody is, but I've always been proud of myself in ways that I've put myself down for. I know I can make things extraordinary, and I know that this level of honesty is what makes me me. What is going to touch people that watch this is my ability to tell things how it is. And if I can't do anything else but that, but always tell people how it is, always be honest, always break silences, always break awkwardness with jokes, figure, and life and preciousness that I approach conversations and people with, to an attempt to make them happy or an attempt to make them feel less alone. That's who Brody is. And if I die and all I did was try to help people out in that way, even if I can't always be present with them, even if I just can't do it, then that's what I'll be. And that's just who I am. Maybe a lot of people are better at things than me, but no one, I think that no one has that ability that I have to connect in the way that I do. That's something that is all mine. That's not a measurable baseball statistic. I can't help but be human and messy and do things weirdly and do things the wrong way and mess up and fail, but I'm still gonna swing my heart out. No matter the grade, no matter the effort, no matter anything, my heart is always in it. Even when I want to try to deny my existence and shut off my emotions, my heart bleeds through. My tears always come out. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of genetic I have, what kind of predisposition, but if you want me to look you in the eye and tell you the truth, I will. Maybe I'm saying this to someone that doesn't know me, or they do know me, or I'm saying this to myself. I've got to be me. That's the only thing I can do. That's the only takeaway ever. You mess up, you fail, you do things the wrong way. You gotta be you. You have to be. And there's not a discernible manual to what that is. It's just what you feel. Don't deny what you feel. That is who you are. Not all the time. Sometimes you're feeling things and believing one thing when it's not true. At the end of the day, when the smoke rises and the truth kind of seeps its way into the seams and bleeds through, you'll feel it. And that's you. It'll come to a boiling point if you're doing things the right way And you'll realize that is you. And that is what you should search for every day of your life. Maybe you're not doing things the right way right now. Maybe you're pushing things off, but at some point, something's got to give. And I keep thinking about that phrase, something has to give. The wood will just break, crack, it will ripple, it will shatter into a million pieces. And what is left is what you are. And that is something that you can't deny. So, yeah. That's it.